Me again. So when I was playing League of Legends, 12 hours a day. I said 12 hours in the title because I guess it would appeal to more people, but really sometimes it was 16 hours a day. I don't know how many people relate to that, but when it was vacations, I would play 16 hours a day. But anyway, when I played video games way too much, right? Had no social life. I wasn't going out with friends and everything. I had some friends at school, right? Friends that I played video games with. But after some time, they noticed I was kind of an ugly kid, right? They were all basically more handsome than me and had girlfriends at some point. And when, you get girlfriends, you start getting off the computer a little bit. So they all had parties together. And really, I was the only one that kept playing video games much more than everyone else. I wasn't always left alone, right? They invited me sometimes. But after some time, they stopped inviting me because they realized that, like, when I came, I had nothing to say. I was just, if you were talking to me, I was going to talk about the video games. I was a fucking geek. And this lifestyle sounds okay, right? Well, before 18, it's fine. Actually, it's not fine. It's not fine at all, but before 18, it's not that big of a problem. But you need to understand one thing that I didn't understand until fucking 21 years old. And I wish, that's the lesson I wish I had learned fucking 10 years before. But I didn't. I'm born in a family that's pretty well off. My mother has a nice job, psychologist, and my father, the psychiatrist. The difference is that psychiatrist did a medicine diploma, so you make much more money as a psychiatrist. So, because my father was a doctor, still is a doctor, I was totally fine in terms of money. I never needed anything. If I wanted something, I could just ask my father and I'd probably get it. If I wasn't getting it, I would get it on my birthday. So I never needed anything. And when I went to school, when I was very young, like 5 to 10 years old, and I came with my father's BMW, he brought me to school in his BMW. Like, people thought, whoa, you're so rich, look, you're coming in this fucking fancy car and blah, blah. It's just a fucking BMW. Like, it's not that crazy of a car. I know people that fucking went to school in Maseratis. People that went to school in Ferraris too, and fucking... Like, a BMW for me was just the car of someone that has a job that required studies. It's not that crazy, right? I come from a small town, right? A hometown of... at the time, there was probably 50,000 people. And they really fucking called me the rich guy of the school because I came in a BMW X5. And so what was I talking about this? Oh yes, because I didn't need anything. So I never had any fucking need to make money. And I never realized that at some point I would need to make money. I was just at home, wasting all my time playing video games. I had a friend who learned coding. And I thought, you know what? You learn how to code. I'll use your codes if they're very good. But I don't need to code, right? I'll let you do the coding. Because I was very lazy too. So I was playing the video games while my friends were learning to code, learning to do e-commerce. I mean, none of them succeeded, but at least they tried and they learned something. And I was playing fucking video games until 21. At 18, I still didn't need to make money. My father was paying for my studies. 3 years in an expensive school, high school. And then 3 years in England to do a diploma in politics. I have a politics degree. Would you believe that? Sorry. And so 3 years in the UK, where I had to pay for the diploma and the accommodation for 3 years. And then I quit because I fucking hated politics. And I joined another school, culinary school in Paris, which also was very fucking expensive. And during all those fucking times I had my education was being paid by my father, I never for a second thought that I'll need to make the money back. And it's not even that I owe him, because he's happy to pay for it. But as a son, when you realize that your father paid fucking hundreds of thousands of euros for you, and you never did anything else than just spend his money and ask for a present on Christmas and ask for something else on your birthday, and you're just there playing fucking League of Legends 16 hours sometimes. And after I turned 18, I left my hometown. Actually, no, I left my hometown at 15. So at this stage, I was still playing with my hometown people, but I was much less in contact with them. I was not talking to them outside of video games. And then after 3 years when I left to the UK, but this time, by that time, they all went their own ways. Maybe some of them went on different video games that I didn't like. And I stayed on League of Legends for all those years, playing this shitty game that only destroys your mind. I don't know for how long League of Legends will be around, but when I started it, it was already 4 years old. And I thought 4 was fucking old, you know? And now it's 14 years old. I think it's 14 years old, right? And it's still here, and it's still massive. And if you're not a professional player, which you will never be, and don't even try to be, because the lifestyle of it makes you a weak person, weak, skinny, weak-minded person. So unless you make videos, you have a massive fucking audience or something, you're not going to make money from video games. And I also had this fantasy of, oh, I'll work in video games. You know, there's a lot of jobs in video games. I never did that because I was such... no. Because at some point, I had a big fucking depression. And I decided I will never lock my brain in a fucking computer for my whole life. I wanted to live some real life after when I finished the UK part and went to Paris to do my culinary school, I decided I would live real life and stop playing video games. And that's when I was 21. But before that, I was just fucking hammering the fucking League of Legends. And I had this big depression during the first year of COVID. I spent 2 years in the UK, then 1 trimester, and then COVID happened, and I had to go back home in my hometown to do classes online classes for the rest of the year. There was like 6 months left, so I had only online classes with fucking, you know, I studied politics, so who do you think I was talking to? Like fat girls with green hair and pink hair and extreme leftists that will not fucking change their mind about anything. It's not even... The problem was that they wouldn't even hear you. Those people, they don't even hear what you have to say. They just disagree Because that's what leftists do, right? They disagree. They don't want to know logic. They don't care about logic. So I just quit I didn't quit at the time because I was in my hometown. I still got the diploma. I have my diploma, politics diploma. But during those 6 months I had to work from home, I was fucking depressed because I was at home, alone, debating with people I fucking hate online to get my diploma. And playing video games. And I was also in crypto and lost a lot of money. So everything happened at the same time while I was really digging my fucking grave. And I've thought about ending it. I thought about it, but I remembered about my little sister that I told myself that she will not live a life without a big brother. So I kept going, you know, I held strong and changed everything because of this big low in my life, big depression. I decided, that's when I was the fattest, 94 kilos I was, and I was fat, I had no muscle at all. That's when I decided that I need to change. And I stopped the video games, and then I realized the importance of money. Only when I had spent all those fucking years, I was 21, and lost, I made $100,000 in crypto this year. And when I lost this $100,000, that's when I realized how important money is. Because when I had it, first of all, I had it and I didn't even need it. Because I still lived in the comfort of my parents, right? I had no money issues at all, and I just had my crypto, and I didn't tell my parents about it. I just did it on my computer for fun, and I made 100K. But then when I lost it all, like fucking all, 99% loss, I wanted to buy an iPhone, and I couldn't. Because when I started in crypto, I had like 5K, which I could have bought an iPhone. I wanted to buy a new computer too. And when I lost the 99%, I was like, I can't buy an iPhone. I can't even buy a MacBook. I can't even like get new things to work with. And then it hit me that I have to ask my fucking parents again at 21. Now that I've finished my diploma, I'm supposed to be able to find a job and be independent. I have to ask my parents for money. And that's when it hit me that, bro, I wish I had spent the 10 past years of my life trying to make money. Because video games are fucking useless. If you're addicted to video games, I understand you. For a very long time, I was there thinking that there's nothing wrong with having fun. There's nothing wrong with enjoying my youth. But you're not enjoying youth. There's 8 billion people on this planet that you could meet, learn from, fall in love with, fucking have fun with. And instead, those 8 billion opportunities, you're losing them to a screen that is killing you, because League of Legends kills you. You don't even enjoy the game. You win a game, you win 2 games, you win 5 games, and then you lose and you're frustrated, and then you lose twice, 5 times, 10 times, sometimes you lose 20 times in a row, and then you literally want to end it. The stress is unbearable. You can't sleep. You don't want to go to sleep until you've won one game. So you're so addicted that you'll keep going for fucking 48 hours if you have to. And you keep degrading yourself the whole time. And this cycle, I started in season 4 playing League of Legends. And I was still playing in 2021. That's what? So I played to season 11 or 12. And for all those years, I didn't enjoy it. I had fun when I had a pentakill, you know. Pentakill on Master Yi, let's go, very fun. It was fun, that's fun. Having pentakill with Master Yi, it was fun. But apart from that, being stuck in fucking gold elo for so many years. And it's not even about the elo, I don't give a shit about this. It's being stuck in a screen that didn't do anything for me. I didn't learn anything from this. I played Minecraft too. From Minecraft, I think, is a much better thing. Because I was younger when I played Minecraft, from like 10 to 14 maybe. And on Minecraft, you actually learn things. I think Minecraft is great for... If you're going to play a video games as a kid, it better be Minecraft. But everything else I fucking hated. Not hated, but League of Legends, I didn't learn anything. And that's what I regret the most. Spending probably 15,000 hours. Oh. 15,000 hours not learning anything. Imagine if I had spent those 15,000 hours learning e-commerce, making content on social media, I'd be a fucking billionaire by now. Maybe not billionaire, but like, I'd have tens of millions of dollars. I'd probably have millions of followers. I probably would have retired my parents. I probably would have paid back my studies and paid for the studies of my brothers and sisters. But instead, I played League of Legends for 15,000 hours and Minecraft for 12,000 hours and another French video game called Dofus, probably 17,000 hours. I wasted a whole fucking life. Some people die by age 21. I have a friend, God bless her, she lost her sister. And I was very shaken by this. Because she lost her at, I think, 22 years old she was. And so by 22, I had only played video games. Then a whole fucking life of video games. If you add up all the hours, I'm probably around 40,000, 50,000 hours of video games. Which is insane. And it has nothing productive. I beg you, as a former addict, I'm a former addict of video games. I thought I was doing nothing wrong. I thought it was fun. I thought I was being social because I was playing with 10 people, which were in fact 10 people just insulting you and you're insulting them. And it's teamwork, right? Teamwork, we're being so enigmatic, no, not enigmatic, but League of Legends is so technical, we have to learn a lot of things, blah, blah, blah. You know nothing. You don't learn about reflexes. You want to learn reflexes? Go learn fucking boxing. When you'll get hit in the face, you'll start learning reflexes. Your fucking finger clicking on the screen does not do anything in life. So, there it is. I think you should, if you're addicted to video games, if I could give you 3 steps to do, right, to change your life. The first one is, please realize, bro, that you're not making money. And your parents gave a lot for you. And they believe in you. They love you. And you probably don't give a shit about this. You're spending all your time playing video games. And you have to realize that at some point, your parents will be too old to pay for anything. Too old to work. And by that time, you'll be the only one capable of doing work in your family. And if you're not going to provide for them, it's probably going to end up badly. Or maybe they'll be fine with a retirement, right? But you won't be fine, because when you'll see them degrade, well, they're getting old, you'll see them change because they won't remember as much. They won't be as, you'll feel like they're getting, like Joe Biden, he's literally losing his mind. That's what happens with your parents when they get old. When you see it happen, it's going to fucking hurt. And by that time, you should fucking be prepared. You should be independent by then. And it's not by playing video games that you'll make your parents proud. That you make your parents fucking safe. Fucking heal them from cancer, anything. I can see my father right now. He's getting very old. And his brain is starting to change. He doesn't remember very much. I mean, he doesn't remember as much as he used to. Sometimes I have to tell him something 4 times in the week. And it pisses you off. Because you think he's just being dumb. But then you have to remember that he's just getting old. It's going to get worse. He doesn't do it on purpose. He's just getting old. His brain does not work anymore. So my doctor father that was providing so much money is actually not going to be able to keep going for any longer. And I'll have to provide now. And was I ready for it? Absolutely not. But hey, you only live life once, and you only experience your mistakes once. And actually, that's dumb, because you can experience your mistakes many times, but there's only one time you're going to realize what's happening. And I'm trying to help you realize it now, before you regret it. Because I regret it. I could have done so much more with those hours that I just fucking threw to the fucking trash. Anyway, I'm 24 now. I got into the gym 2 years ago. Because when I was playing video games, I was fat as fuck. And I had my computer, and next to it, a 2 liters bottle of Coca-Cola every single day, downing it. Having fucking Nutella for breakfast, for snack. I was fat. And when I decided to quit computers and just live real life, I started losing weight. I focused on weight loss and then got into fitness. And now I'm big as fuck. I have very solid abs. So if you want help with your mindset, your life, really, if you want to learn from a bro that has lived through it too, you can press follow. Or you can check me out on Instagram. I do a lot of yapping in my stories. I try to help people who are in bad situations to get better. Because, my parents, I think I've said it in the video, are psychiatrists and psychologists. And I see what they do. Like, they teach people how to heal themselves. Very often with medication, antidepressants. And I've noticed, from my own experience, I've changed my whole life around from fucking, I wanted to end it, to the best shape of my life and happiest. Of course, maybe I sound cynical when I talk in this video. I was not very happy, but I'm the happiest I've been because now I understand. I'm in a stage where I understand everything. And not everything, but everything that happened to me and why I'm here and why I was so depressed and why I'm happy now. Because I'm focusing on tomorrow. There's only one direction time is going, and it's forward. So if you need help, or maybe not help, maybe you just want to support me, maybe you just want to have some bro speaking to you in the car or something while you're at the gym, you put the AirPods on and I'll just talk to you. I'll just yap. You can press follow, like, comment. Tell me in the comments if you know about video games, if you've been in this situation, if you've had a realization. Maybe it's not the same, maybe you never play video games, but maybe you realize that you are fucking brokey too, and you need to fucking change it. Maybe you fixed it. Tell me how you fixed it. because I'm fixing it. I haven't fixed it yet. Thanks for listening, and have a nice time.